Hi, it's Amanda here. I'm out in the garden again and I'm cutting back quite hard the Mexican sunflower. I'm in the process of chopping and dropping, and what that means literally is cut them off and they drop in place. So I'm going to show you some of the Mexican sunflower that I've been using and how good it is as a natural fertilizer for the soil, how I'm preparing the beds. I've changed up the beds slightly, and I'm going to be planting some okra. So those are the three things. Show you that I'm sweating as well. Been out here in the sun for the last hour. Anyway, so yeah, so what I'm going to do is show you the Mexican sunflower and how hard I chop them back, but how well they grow, and especially in the rainy season where everything just seems to flourish. This is a opportune time to be able to do that because they grow back so fast. And show you the beds and show you the okra where I'm going to be planting the okra. Okay, so come with me. Okay, so here we have it. I've been cutting this particular Mexican sunflower. Go around to the other side, which is where you would normally see it from. So everything's really grown quite well, and I've cut it back recently. I chopped this area, and what I need to do is cut back the rest. I want to kind of make it level, and that then whatever new growth comes, they will be coming with flowers. But before they come with flowers, I've got some at the back which you can't see from here, but when you're upstairs, I say it's the first floor, yeah, okay, so that's our sitting room. When you look out in this direction, you see the tops of the flowers. So once I've chopped these lot off, you'll be able to see what's at the back from upstairs, and when it's like a wash of yellow flowers, it is so pretty. So this is like one of the periods of where I do the chop and drop. We've got about a foot, 2 foot nearly in terms of growth there, and so that's really good for the bed. So I just chop all of that off and lay them down in the beds. So let's go and see some of the beds. Okay, so here's some that I've chopped from this particular bit here, and it's just kind of difficult to get because this is like the middle section, but I'll just take my time and do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to put these in the beds that I'm preparing for the okra. I've already put some down in the beds for the okra, and they've broken down or are in the process, and this just adds, it's just like another layer to add to the soil, to add as it breaks down, and when it rains it will help trap in some of the moisture. I will probably have to, because I'm putting the transplanted seeds, which are about 6 inches in height, I'll need to water the bed as well. So let's move these and go over to their final destination. Okay, so here are the two beds that I'm preparing. So over the last few days I've added, you can see the Mexican sunflower that's kind of all dried. I really love it at this stage, and when you kind of, and Tommy, when you kind of crumble them, and then you add that to the soil, and then that should mix in. So there's some patches of soil that you can see, obviously, so I want to make sure that it's all covered, and I'll probably crush up some of the dry ones in place for where I'm going to add the seedlings. And I've probably got about 40 okra plants which I won't be able to fit all in here. So I'm just going to stagger them because they need about a foot, I think, in width, a foot all around per plant. So I'm going to probably have like one there in that position, one in the middle, But as I say, I'm not going to be able to use 40. But the other thing I've got a problem with is the snails. And so if there are any slugs and snails and they get eaten, I can always replace and just try and, you know, get as many growing as possible. I'm going to be adding some in the back here. And I'm just thinking, is that one? No, that's a cotton seed, a cotton plant, which I'm going to have to move. So I'm going to add them in here. I did add some seeds I directly sowed here, but they're not growing very well. That's one here. This is one. And I've just got some weeds to remove. Yeah, but it doesn't appear that they like to be directly sowed. For me, they don't work that way. The last time I grew okra, I think you just saw this is my noni fermenting there in the sunshine. I'll probably have to move it. Anyway, I'm going to get on because it looks like it might rain. So yeah, I'm going to add as many to the beds as I can. I've got some peppers to add as well. So I might intersperse with peppers because, well, I'm not sure how much space they need. But as you can see, I've added sticks along the side, and I'm adding, like the dead material. So adding the dead material along the side builds it up so that, again, the soil doesn't kind of wash away when it rains, and it rains really heavily here. So I have to be, the other thing I might do is try and weave, where possible, some of the longer sticks in between the sticks that are there. But it's looking good. I mean, the soil is looking, obviously, once you dig down, you'll see the soil. It's a lot more, we need to make it a lot richer, and that's where the Mexican sunflower comes in. That dog, look at what he's doing. So I had this frame that I wanted to do something with in the garden, and he's gone and found it. Anyway, I'm gonna get on. Here are the okra that I've got to plant out, and I'm just hoping for the best. And so I'll probably, where did I have some before? Did I have some here? I had some here. Yeah, so here I'll probably plant this area up, and then we've got the moringa tree there. So we'll plant this one up first and see how we get on. There's probably 5-10 plants I could get here, and I'll get 5 here, and we'll see how many we have left after that. Okay.